he won't be the bigger puncher. My fault. Yeah, I
No,
started
no,
off.
I was gonna say we was getting good conversation in. I'm like, let me go hit this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So, yeah, we got you want to work our way up or
Shit, yeah, because I mean, who was a couple people on the prelims? There was a dude from out there, the Tamir Small. He had a good performance.
yeah, I seen that he knocked him out like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was quick as hell.
But that was another representation of what we do out here.
I knew that was coming. That's why I brought it up. I'm like, my nigga, I know a Philly nigga got the win. I know you saw that.
That's another representation of us getting busy.
He signed a boot or he matched for him.
No, he's not signing either one.
No, they probably just brought him in like that top rank shit, doing that,
Yeah, that was like
tester.
like a that was like I guess basically it's an AC, so trying to get some Jersey
Local
esports
talent.
guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah, to fight on the local because it's a local guy card.
yeah,
Talent. Yeah,
so yeah, he looked good. Zay Moses did his thing as well.
yeah, man. Zay Quinn, he gonna be a good fighter at 30, man. Especially by the time he get up there. I mean, obviously we gotta wait and see who come up in the game, but he gonna be right there at the top of the list, man. Him and Carmel and whoever else come up.
Where he looked good. Like I said, you can step up the count. Not even step up the count, but just from what he just fought, his first two opponents, I thought was a little bit better. But like I said, he looked sharp. Excited to see how he panned out for still young. Only 19, about to be 20 next month. I think this month, honestly. If not this month, next month. I'm pretty sure he's about to be 20 this month. So he's still super young. Uh,
Zay Quinn the shit, man. He got a real good style, real nice style, man. Again, similar to Shakur and Ray in the terms of they all southpaws. They all like to box. Zay Quinn got that little aggressive switch to him too. He like he get up in the mix too. Uh, but yeah, man, it's still early in the career. I'm excited to see what he do.
you
It
got
was a
Raymond Ford.
Oh yeah, I don't know who it was one fight on the prelim before Remy Ford. I don't know who the guys was, but he knocked him out in like the first round too. Good performance, but that's what bringing it up
I
because
know, I know you talking about. I seen every fight. I think his name was like Rodriguez or some shit like that. Or
yeah, I was bringing it up because it was a good performance. He showed out good first round KO. Then like you said, yeah, you got the man Raymond Ford, flawless performance. His opponent didn't give him much to work with, honestly, though, either. So I mean, he was supposed to look like that.
he, went out there, beat him up, did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I
Look
was
sharp, though.
expecting to do more too, man.
Look sharp. Definitely want to see how he pan out at 130. Uh, honestly, like I said, I'm a big fan of Raymond Ford. I wasn't actually a big fan of him at first. I thought he actually lost to that one guy. I thought he waited too much. He holded his hands too much. Like I said, fighting off his back foot a little too much. But I always knew he had the talent. But like I said, ever since he fought that champion to win the belt, he found something and he just took it to new levels. Like I said, he a former world champion. Now I'm just waiting to see how far he could take it. If he could be a 2-time or 3-time world champion. But he definitely got the talent. 130 wide open. A lot of tough fights, but he can win them fights. But it's definitely a lot of tough 50-50 fights. But we're gonna see.
Oh yeah, man. I like Ray. Again, there's a lot of tough fights at 130. You got your Sugar New Year's, who he keep calling out. He called him out after the fight. You got Osaki Foster. He also, told him to come see him. You got Navarrete up there. It's a lot of good fights. Lamont Roach. It's a lot of good fights to be made at 30. Shit. So
Yeah, that's it. And all of them is 50-50 fights, but I can see him winning or losing those fights. I can see Navarrete beating him, but I can see him being Navarrete. I can see Shock beating him, but I can see him being Shock. Before I speak on the New Year's joint, like I said, I never really seen New Year's fight, so I don't want to, get my take on who I see win that fight. I ain't gonna say who I think win on either side until I go watch the Nunez fight. Uh, because I don't want to discredit Nunez, just pick Ford by default, and then I actually like what I'm seeing from Nunez, but I'm gonna definitely go check him out. But yeah, right now, definitely looking like he the goods. That's what it's
No, I'm
looking like.
fucking with Ray Ford right now, man. 130 look good on him, man. That's just I think he gonna be there for a little second, before he think about 35 or anything like that. So I think he's gonna be at 30 for a little minute. It's looking like a good weight class for him.
Facts. Then you got the main event.
Yeah, man. Easy work.
Uh, Shout out to Stan Jonas for taking a fight. Stan Jonas is a great welterweight. He still might be the second or third best welterweight in the world right now. Still, I still pick him to beat Mario Barrios. I still think the Norman fight is 50-50. Uh, but yeah, shout out to him. He came. I definitely think he tried, but Boost was just too much. Too much talent. Generational fighter, man. Like you don't really see too many fighters that come around that's gonna be as good as him. It's gonna be about one of. It's gonna be about one of them every 6-7 years or something like that. But he different, man. I don't see nobody beating him from 154 pounds and down. I just think he could do everything in the ring. Could fight in the pocket, could fight on outside, could fight at mid range. Fast, got good power, great power, good combination punching, good body work, great jab. 9 times out of 10, whenever he fight, he gonna be faster than everybody because he faster than everybody at 47. So the more higher he get up in weight, he probably gonna get even faster than them because that's bigger guys when you get to 54 and 60. Probably not gonna see a guy ever. He probably never gonna step in the ring with a motherfucker with quicker hands. Just to make a long story short, it can happen, but as of right now, nobody at 54 got faster hands, and nobody got at 47 got faster hands. So as of right now, it's looking like he's gonna be the faster man. And for the most part, he's gonna be the most powerful man in the ring too. Not every time, but for the most part. Obviously, you got guys like Virgil and Bakaram who might or might not hit harder. That's everybody's opinion. So like I said, it's not gonna be a far going conclusion that he's gonna be the powerful man every time he step in the ring. At least not like how it is gonna be with the speed, with the feet. The speed more of a far going conclusion. He definitely gonna be the faster man. The more you get up in weight, he's not gonna be the most powerful man every time. But for the most part, he even gonna be the harder puncher because of the speed and accuracy and combination and everything he got and how he deliver it and things of that nature. So it's like, and he a big guy. I don't think nobody gonna be too big for him at 54. He a guy that buck around like 180. So he a big guy. So when you go to 54, they won't be too big for him. He got too much talent. What you seen Saturday, that's how it's gonna be for a lot of motherfuckers. That man came out there and when it was real danger, he fought exactly how he's supposed to fight when it's real danger. And that's exactly how it's gonna be with everybody else. When you the truth and there's real danger, mind you, that's Boost giving you respect. But when you the truth, you probably not gonna look. I think he gonna look better in fights where guys is threats than maybe in fights where they not. Probably got a better chance at beating him for him not waking up for you or something like that. But whenever you get him with a Bachram or a Virgil, Brian Norman or Mario, any of them fights, them guys is cooked.
Oh yeah, man. Boots look good, man. Like I said earlier, like a flawless performance. He didn't do nothing wrong in that bitch, man. At least motherfucking Stanionis couldn't expose it if he did. So I mean, I don't know, man. Again, I thought this was his first like real deal opponent. Everybody was saying he ain't fought nobody. He finally got a real live body in the ring who a dog for real, and just put hands on him. It was easy work. It wasn't no real. It didn't. Stanionis didn't show no good for real, man. Yeah. Again, if he Brian Norman and Mario Barrios, man, after that, man, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. They're gonna have to show me. motherfucker Mario Barrio really gonna have to show me something. He gonna have to show me something. He gonna have to show me. I don't know.
That shit gonna look. He gonna fight them exact, bro. That shit gonna look the same way. They gonna land a good shot every 45 seconds to a minute. They gonna land it because Boo's still flashy, still got his hands down sometimes, being fancy with it. So they gonna land a good shot every 45 seconds to a minute, just like Stan Jonas did. But in between them, every 45 seconds, they gonna be getting their ass whooped. In between that one good shot every minute, them other 59 seconds for that one shot king, gonna be getting that ass whooped. They gonna land their good shots though, because like I said, he still fight with his hands down. He still depend on his head movement and shit. So you gonna get a couple eye catching shots just like Stan Jonas. But that's it. That's how the fight gonna go. That's it. They gonna land they about 3-4 good eye catching shots. That's about it. Snap his head back maybe 3-4 times like Stan Jonas. They gonna do that a couple times, but it's gonna come. It's not gonna come like consistent enough. That good shot gonna come once every minute, once every 2 minutes. That shit not gonna be consistent enough. Just like Stan Jonas, he landed his shit, but if you gonna land a good sharp punch every minute and 30 seconds, that's not gonna be enough.
Nah, man, you gotta. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see even with like somebody who's gonna try to brawl him, man. I just don't see it. I just, you know what I mean. That's gonna try to land a few punches. His footwork, his style, man, the defense. Like you said, he do get a little flashy. You know what I mean. He will drop his hands and get the showing out for the crowd a little bit. That's their opportunity, but he's still so quick. He was doing that shit with Stanionis. Stanionis and try to catch him. And niggas still moving, still on defense. I'm like, bro, I don't know, man.
You got to see him the true element. Like I said, it makes sense. It just makes sense because like I said, some fighters anyway already said it. Like he already put out there. Like I'm not getting up for certain niggas. Like that's why I try to fight the best. I try to give myself the best opponents possible. Because if you're not that, you fuck around and beat me out here. Because I'm not gonna get up for you. And you know that's just how fighters is. So it was a good fight. Like I said, I don't see nobody fighting him. I don't see Mario, Brian Norman. But I will say, if you boots, try your hardest to get the fight, even back up off the money some, especially with Brian Norman. Even with Brian Norman, even if you gotta go 50-50 to get the fight, I think people should start backing up off the money to get the fights and just bank on me doing this, make my future money and my future negotiations. I could get it on the back end. I could come into the next negotiation at 54 and say I was firm undisputed, so I don't want this much, I want that much, because you took a pay cut to make the fights happen. Because we just gonna have to be real. It's gonna be hard to get them two in the ring with you because they could just fight each other, or they could just give Stan Jonas a title shot. And to be honest, those both good fights. Whether they give Stan Jonas a title shot, that's a good fight, or they fight each other, that's a good fight. So they don't have to fight you. So for them to fight you, you might have to come up off that money. You might have to be willing to go 50-50 just to make the fight happen. Like I said, to me personally, I think it would be worth it for future money just because, like I said, the road to undisputed is through them. No matter how good he is, can't be undisputed without them two guys. So if them guys don't say yes, it don't matter how much you want to be undisputed. So you got to get them guys to agree to fight you. And that's the only way. You got to go. I don't know if you're going to get them.
Honest, I do not see that nigga going no motherfucking 50-50. That nigga, I just don't see his pops in him doing that shit, especially for Brian Norman.
The reason I say 50-50 because the pot not crazy. You got to remember, the pot not 8 million,
Yeah,
where I could go 70-30 and you still make a decent amount of money. You feel me? The pot not 10 million, where I could go 70-30 or 60-40, and the pot might be 4 million, the pot might be 5 million. So if you tell me right now 70-30, that first of all, they're not fighting you for 1 point nothing. So you got to give them $2 million. Barrios then fought Keith Thurman, he then fought Tank, He didn't upset at Ugas. He didn't really made some real money, so he even got more leeway than even Brian Norman maybe. But like I said, I don't see them fighting him for 1.4. I could be wrong. It could be because, like I said, they never made one. Well, Brian Norman never made that. Mario Barrios, he been in some big fights, so he probably made 1 point something before. But Brian Norman never made 1 point anything, so maybe he will take the fight for 1.6 or 1.7. But Eddie said he just turned down 1.7 just a couple months ago to not fight him. He wasn't even, and now he even bigger. So it's like, if you turned down 1.7, then probably want 2 million. So they're not fighting you for 1 point anything. So automatically, the pot. What you think the pot is? If the pot 5 million, and we go 60-40, that's 3 million to 2 million. You probably could get them in a ring. But I don't see they pot being 7 and 8, 9 million. I don't think that. I think they fight big, but I don't think
Man,
it's that big.
even with Boots having the belts, he just still don't have the name yet.
Like I said, I think they'll fight, but like I said, you got there 60-40. Them guys not getting in no ring for 65-35. It's not happening. It's not happening. 60-40, and they even might still be an asshole to you. It might, and if you Boots, you probably don't want to do 50-50 or 55-45. But like I said, do whatever you gotta do to make the fights happen. They said Bivol just turned down 8 million for David for 2.7 for Beterbiev to fight 3 times. I don't know how true that is, you know.
They
I,
said they did that at a, like, they kept their word on the contract type shit too.
and it's like that's a legacy. That's a legacy move. Like I mean, I'm a beating. I'm a 2-1 him, so I could go down as without a doubt undisputed best heavyweight in my era. Because if it's 1-1, he might still say no, I was the best in my era. So it's like I gotta go take care of this business, and it's like yeah, you probably could go make bigger money with David, but sometimes you gotta do the legacy shit. So niggas need to take some notes from B-Ball, because like I said, you think them guys getting in the ring with you for 70-30, 65-35. That shit not
You don't
happening.
think Boots now winning two belts like put them in a fucked up position to ask for more now?
Uh,
Cause now it's like shit. We fucked up. We could have took the 1.7 when we had the chance. Nigga only had one belt. Now the nigga got two.
yeah. So that's another thing. That's another thing. I didn't even think about that. Brian Norman turned down 1.7, so he won more. So whatever Boots agreed to, let's just say Brian Norman was willing to take the 1.7. Whatever Boots was agreeing to take, if Brian Norman took that, he probably gonna want more than that. Because I was agreeing to take that if he took 1.7 when I had one belt. Now I got two more. So the price I was going to agree to fight him at, if he would have been cool with taking the 1.6, 1.7, I'm not cool with fighting at that price. Even if he come back and be like,
The
fuck it,
1.7 cool.
give me
Yeah.
the 1.7. I'm still not fighting at that
I
price.
need
Like I
now. I
said,
need a little bit more now, man.
exactly. So I didn't even think about that. That shit go with both. They both gonna feel like because now Brian Norman he got a title defense. The sources looking like he about to go to Japan, go punch on somebody, make some good money over there. So he gonna come back like I'm worth more than 1.7.
Now they gonna be in a whole department. You right? Them niggas ain't fucking.
And you gotta remember, Boots not the only champ, bro. Still too much. I can still make great money. I can go fight Mario Barrios. I can still be unified. I don't need him to be unified. I can still go make good fights. I can fight Stanionis. That'd be a great
Wait it
fight.
out. Wait till we both unified.
Yeah, that. But if you Boots, who the fuck you fighting in the meantime?
That's the only thing
I don't want to see him fight nobody at 47 but them two. I'm gonna just be real. No other fight at 47 interesting.
at all.
So what he doing?
No real shit. Cause who else is gonna fight at 47, dog? Man,
He gonna give you another night like he gonna give you another night like fucking Coogee, whatever the boy name is. He fought twice,
Karen.
cause, like Karen, because he's not gonna want to fucking be there. So
He gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna be thinking it's easy money. Let me get this money real quick and go on.
I go get another night like that. He's gonna be criticized by being good because he'll want to fucking be there. Like like I said, if I would get Barrio or Brian Norman, obviously you want Undisputed to stamp your name, but becoming IBF, WBA, and Ring Magazine, that also stamps your name at welterweight. Obviously, the ultimate stamp is Undisputed, but Floyd didn't become Undisputed. Ray Leonard didn't become Undisputed welterweight champion. Tommy Hearns didn't do it. And they all still stamp as all-time great welterweight. So you don't have to do it to be stamped. That's just a new thing now. So I understand if you want to do it because Bud did. That's a new thing. Usyk became Undisputed at heavyweight. NUA did it. I think Charlo did it at 54. Did Charlo do it at 54 at Brian Castano, or I'm tripping?
Mm-hmm.
He did it at. So I understand it's the new wave. This is what this era is about. They about going undisputed, but 90% of the great welterweights we know of never went undisputed. So you could
No,
go.
he wants to move on forward. I get it. I get it. You know, you say you just, you know what I mean? Especially with it like how it is now, you could really say, unless Brian Norman and Mario Kart, of course, but you could really say I went and took everybody, well, except for the one they gave him. You could say I really went and took everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
And we're gonna be real. Like we know you. Anybody who watched you through that era gonna know you was the best there. Like let's just be honest. Like nobody gonna ever think like, damn, that's crazy. Boost went up. I never got to see if he had beat Mario Barrios. Nobody's gonna think that. That's not gonna be through nobody's mind ever. So it's like nobody's gonna think shit like that. Even Brian Norman, nobody's gonna be like, damn. Now he undefeated, so I'm gonna give him more edge to say people probably would have wanted to see it, but nobody gonna be like, damn, like I want to see if Boost could beat him. It'll just be like, damn, it'd have been a good fight. Like I would have liked to see him. He is athletic, he is strong. I would have liked to see it. It'd been like one of them. But Mario Barrios, we not even talking about that because he's gonna get brutally. He got a good jab too, but as we seen with Stanionis, that shit don't matter.
that shit does not matter.
I will say this: he been in the ring. He been in the ring with more talented people than Stanionis.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will say that maybe the talent gap it's the same, but maybe the talent won't throw him off as much as it do Stanionis off because I've been in the ring with the Keith Thurmans and the Tanks and the Ugases. Like I said, they great, especially Keith and Tank specifically. Like those is and they Tank right now pound for pound fighter, and Keith in his time was damn near pound for pound fighter. So the talent, somebody being super talented, way better than you, it won't throw you off. I don't think Stanionis ever been in the ring with somebody that was way more talented than he. Mario Barrios, he been in the ring with multiple guys that's been better than him and found the way to still be in the fight. So maybe if I wanted to play devil's advocate, experience always helps, so it wouldn't throw him off as much because he's been in the ring with damn near Hall of Famers in his own right. So, but that'd be his only edge that it won't look like Stanionis is if that actually helps.
I don't think it's gonna do too much, man. I ain't gonna lie.
We'll say, but that shit not gonna matter.
Hell no, bro. Not after what I've seen him do this thing, man. I don't know. He surprised me that day.
I don't see nobody hitting them consistent, bro. It's too much, and and you gotta think about it. A lot of people made defenses the high guard. Virgil, to me, he's the future at 54. He's the best. I wouldn't pick nobody to beat Virgil at 54. Mind you, in my head, Bud don't count. He just vacated. He's going to 68. Obviously, he don't have a belt. Fundora got both belts. Who got the belts? Bud vacated.
And that's it. Vacated.
And Bakram. I would pick Virgil to beat all of them. But what's Virgil's main source of defense? It's that motherfucking high guard.
Put his hands up.
And it's like, no matter how good you is, that can't be your main source of defense when you fucking with a nigga like Boots. It can't be. Now, if you Virgil, I will say this. Virgil special enough where if it was one nigga that you said, yo, who a nigga you think that Mike Ken go in there with that main defense and somehow pull it off, I will pick him. I will say that. Virgil a bad motherfucker to me. I'm very, very, very high on him. But I just don't think that, like I said, your high guard can't be the main defense. Like I said, I do think he got more than Stanionis. He way more tricky, a little bit more powerful. little bit faster, higher IQ. I think he going when Boots start crafting on him. I think he gonna have more ideas. Let me try this. Let me try that. I think he gonna have more in his bag to try than the Stanionis will. When Stanionis starts seeing this don't work, it was only two, he only had about one or two things. It was like after one or two didn't work, that shit was over. I do think Virgil IQ where he might could pull off. Let me see if this third thing work. All right, let me see if this fourth thing will work. Because I do think, like I said, I'm very high on him, but I can't see nobody beating him. That's your main source of defense.
So he putting his hands up, man. He's gonna poke right through that shit and just move, bro. His feet, bro. His footwork is crazy, bro. He always on the angle. He never just moving backwards. He never just standing still. He always on the angle, bro. You can't hit the nigga. I was analyzing that shit, bro. I'm looking at the nigga like, bro, he constantly moves, even if you don't really notice.
And to be honest, for the most part, even when he get hit, he see it before he got hit. He always turn his head.
Man, he
That
always.
that shit just not as beautiful as Canelo. Now Canelo, he super mastered it. That's who I seen master it the most. When he take a lot of power off that shit. Boost ain't master it like him, so it still get eye catching to you. And sometimes he even make it more eye catching by going like this. But as a boxer, you gotta know that I know it's gonna look better to the judges, but nigga, I need to take some steam off this. So fuck all that in this
Yeah,
moment.
fact that.
I'm
Yeah.
taking some steam off that. But even the shots he get hit with, for the most part, he see him. They just still eye catching because, like I said, he don't see him like how Canelo do it. Canelo really mastered that shit. He really take damn near all the steam off your shit.
Oh yeah, I seen Boots do that a couple times the other night, man. Stanionis was throwing some crazy. They was trying to crack his ass. Hey, Boots
Yeah. He
turned.
cracked it with what? He cracked it with what
He
good he
did
doing.
crack him.
Well, that's what Virgil gonna have. Virgil gonna have more. He gonna be bigger, so he gonna withstand more punishment. He gonna be faster. Uh, his hooks going. He gonna be more powerful. Like I said, his IQ gonna be better. His IQ gonna be better than Stanionis. He likes Stanionis, but he might be an upgraded. Well, he definitely an upgraded version. He got more in his. Just got more in his tool bag. He been in the ring with a lot of niggas. He got a great coach. It's all killers in that camp, so he sparred everybody. You know, but that's the fight to make right now. As of right now, I know a lot of people look at Norman as the rival, but that's really another sparring session for real. So I don't really look at that as the rival. I do think I'm high on Virgil enough to say that that's not just another sparring session. So that's my money fight. Obviously, I'm high on Boots, but that's the one guy I want to see him in the ring with. That I legit like. I think he top 5 in the world, but if it's one fight for me to see him fight to say yo he the best fighter in the world, for me it's the Virgil Ortiz fight. He win that fight, I'm sold. You number one. I already think you one of the best fighters, but that's the fight I gotta see to say like you. Even like how Shakur and Tank, it's like we know they one of the best, but if you really want to be uh, mentioned as like the number one, the Bud Crawford, the Usyks, the Inues, you gotta get through each other. Like I can't just keep punching on everybody else. So it's like same with Boots and Virgil. They gotta fight each other for me to enter that top 3. Same with Shakur and Tank. I won't put them in my top 3 pound for pound until y'all beat each other. It's the only way y'all getting in my top 3. Y'all in my top 10, which I'm not gonna enter my top 3 until y'all beat everybody.
Yeah, man. I see Boots beating Virgil just based off the style. But again, them same shots that Stanionis hitting with, Virgil hitting is a different ball game. Um, again, like you said, Virgil just mentally a better fighter. He just know how to do a little bit more. He know a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot more going on when you got to fight him. Obviously, he's very hittable because he coming right at you, and I just think that's where his downfall is. I think the footwork and then just him coming straight at Boots is gonna be his downfall. But again, like you said, Virgil on the top of the game. I want to see him against all them guys that he before. He need to get up in there with our Brown. Our Brown was talking that shit.
Yeah, I got him over everybody, but Everybody at 54. I got Virgil. Like I said, I just gotta see Boots versus. There's just certain fights I gotta see for you, for me to put you in top three. For me to put you in top three, it's just you gotta clear. You just gotta clear it out. Like Usyk cleared it out. That's why most people top three is Usyk, Bud, and anyway, because they without a doubt cleared it out. So it's like, and like I said, they cleared it out against the people you wanted to see. You wanted to see anyway fight Cool Boy. He beat him easy. You wanted to see Spence. Bud beat him, and you wanted to see Tyson. Usyk had his trilogy. What is it? A trilogy or they fought twice?
Twice.
Yeah, so they fought twice. So it's like you gotta clear it out. At least for you to enter the top three. Like I said, Boots, Virgil, Shakur, and Tank probably all in my top 10. But for you to enter the top three, even if David Benavidez, that's my guy. That's probably my favorite fighter. Boots probably my second favorite fighter, right behind David, just because I got a special connection with my man Dave Benny. But like I said, until you beat a B-Ball or Archer or something, it's gonna be hard for me to put you on the top three over anyway, Bud or Usyk. Why they still currently fight? Even at Canelo, honestly, top four is gonna be hard to put you even over a guy like that. Because like I said, I just got to see you clear it out a little bit more, just a tad bit more. Like I said, they on their way, but I just got to see you clear it out a little bit more, clear out more competition, basically.
No, yeah, man. Yeah, they just they just got to do a little bit more. I feel you on that though, especially because them niggas just got to fight the guys that's up there though, especially motherfuckers. Niggas tired of them. We ain't even gonna get on that motherfucking subject. Them niggas tired of them niggas.
Yeah. Especially Shakur and Tank. It's like y'all want to be the best in the world, but it's like y'all both in the same weight class. We not putting. This is the thing what fighters don't understand. When y'all both good like that in the same weight class, even Keyshawn Davis, he got to do more. But even him, we can't have three. We can, but it's not too many times in the history of boxing that we're gonna put three niggas in one pound for pound list in the same weight class. That's just stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb. So it's like y'all both have never cracked the pound for pound. Y'all both have never cracked top five. They gonna crack the pound for pound list, but y'all both have never cracked top five. Cause you think they gonna put two? You think they gonna put 40% of the top five fighters that's fighting in the same weight class? We y'all could just fight each other and we can eliminate one and put somebody else that's supposed to be up there. It's like that's dumb. So it's like y'all gonna be at 7, 8, 9, 10. I can crack them lists, but won't nobody ever put y'all in their top five while y'all both undefeated. So it's like, and that's how it's gonna be with Boots and Virgil. They going because I think, and this is just in my head, I think Virgil Boots gonna beat everybody at 47. I think Virgil gonna beat everybody at 54. But for them to crack the top five, they probably gonna have to beat each other. So it's like, but it's specific, especially with Shakur and Tank, Boots and Virgil. I just think it's gonna play out like that because I'm high on both of them. But Shakur and Tank, that's really how I feel about them two fighting because they bullshit now.
No, they are some real bullshit. Nobody knows.
You go see that fight when I'm 30.
You said we're gonna see it win?
When I'm 30.
Duh. They gonna man, them niggas ain't gonna fight for another 3 years, 4 years. At that point, niggas be like, man, just go ahead on. Don't even give a fuck no more at this point. I still watch it. I still want to see it.
And if we being honest, the fight get more boring because one of the top two fighters already said I won't fight the third best fighter in the weight class. So that means that fight already off the table. So if Shakur don't fight Tank, the Keyshawn fight already off the table. So now you gotta ask yourself, what's the likelihood of Keyshawn and Tank fighting? It's not that high. So now if he don't fight Shakur, what that mean? They both gonna fight somebody we don't give a fuck about. That's what that mean when you add all that up. So it's like one most likely not gonna fight Keyshawn, and one already said I'm definitely not fighting Keyshawn. So that means if y'all both don't fight each other, y'all guaranteed to fight somebody we don't give a fuck about.
Man,
And that's just how
they're
it is.
moving up. Our niggas gonna move up.
And that's just how I feel about it. Just like I said with Boots, I'm literally not interested in no fight that's not Mario Barrios and Brian Norman. That's how I'm getting with Shakur. Obviously, you got Keyshawn around, so if somebody be like, "What? You're not interested in Tank Keyshawn or Shakur Keyshawn?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I am." But to be more fed up about it, to be honest, like if you Shakur and Tank, I'm not really interested in no fight outside of each other. Like I said, if y'all gonna fight Keyshawn, then y'all got me. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
At this point, this nigga gonna have to just. This one of them fights. Nigga ain't gonna believe it. The nigga walking out. Spence blood.
Like Mayweather Pacquiao type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, niggas ain't gonna believe it. Niggas fighting for real. So it's time to go. I'm fighting.
Because
Niggas
Bruce
still ain't gonna.
Stanley,
I gotta make sure niggas don't get sick. Pass the drug test, all type of shit. Niggas still ain't gonna believe it on fight day. So they walking out.
because niggas be bullshitting out there. Yeah, bullshit. Because like I said, you got the Williams and Peter fight, and then that's another thing. The main reason too is boxing's so weird. They not even gonna fight nobody that we even close to want to see him. Like, let's just play devil's advocate and be like, all right, they don't fight each other. What if they give you the Keyshawn fight or the Raymond Mortaya fight? The likelihood is they not even gonna give us them fights. That's the crazy part. Like, even the good contenders that we like, all right, fuck it, give me Raymond, give me Mace Abdullah Mason, give me Keyshawn, fuck it, give me this guy. Then they're not gonna fight each other. They not even gonna fight them. That's gonna be the crazy part. They not even gonna fight the niggas that you gonna be like, all right, fuck it, get this nice contender a shot. Then they not even gonna pick Raymond Mortaya or Mason or Keyshawn. Like, even as a pay to fight, that's cool too, but it's looking like that shit not even gonna happen. So like, and that's a good fight too. But I ain't really too like. I want to see it. It's gonna be nice, but I ain't too hype about it. Like, I think Shakur gonna run right. I think he gonna stop Zepeda. He's super hittable. Shakur is sharpshooter. So
My boy Farmer was working in that motherfucker, so I know Shakur
yeah,
is too.
that's what I said. He too hittable, and Shakur is he way sharper and way more pinpoint accurate. You know, it's throw too many straight shots. You're not gonna miss on that man. Shit gonna be target practice.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I see Shakur maybe giving somebody a shot more than I do Tank. I did see, obviously he gave Schofield a shot. I never thought that was gonna happen. So
he
obviously,
didn't either.
but yeah, I say it didn't play out, but shit, I mean, he did sign a contract with him. It was on the flow, so I do see maybe Shakur giving somebody a shot over Tank for sure. Tank gonna pick who he want, man. He ain't gonna fuck around with the contenders and shit. I definitely didn't think no Schofield was getting a shot.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. But yeah, because right now it's a pay fight up in the air. If he don't fight him, I don't know who the fuck else is getting the shot.
Man,
Uh, I don't know. I think yeah, that's it. I don't know. They're gonna fight somebody we don't care about, but well, Tank is good at getting a name. It's gonna be harder for Shakur because Shakur can't offer you the money Tank can.
yeah,
So
fact.
Shakur more of a dead end than Tank because Tank can at least go get a name from here or that division or this division and offer you something where with Shakur he can't really offer you what Tank will offer you to come fight him or leave your weight class to come fight him. It's like I probably make that much as the A side just fighting not you than making that much as the B side fighting you. Where Tank give you money where your B side money is bigger than any A side money you ever seen.
Man,
And for Shakur, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know if his B side money is the biggest money that a Shaq Foster ever made. I don't know if his B side money is bigger than the A side money Emmanuel Navarrete ever made. So you know how Tank go down and pick these guys when the big names. his B side offer is bigger than the A side offers when they the A side not fighting him. Whereas Shakur, his B side might not be bigger than Navarrete A side. He make good money, so it's like being your B side might not be worth it. Cause like you getting paid like 3 million your goddamn self. Where Tank B sides probably get 3 million.
Yeah, real shit.
Whereas like nigga, you as the A side, you out here complaining talking about they don't want to pay you as the A side. So what you gonna offer me to fight you? So he really in the dead end. So it's like he just made a tweet now like they offering me 2 million less. They're not even trying to give him money as the A side. So what he gonna offer you as a B side to fight him? When you a big name, and like I said, you a Lamont Roach, you a Shockey, you a Emmanuel Navarrete. It's like my A side better than that. It's like I'm not fighting you. So it's like, you know. So Shakur really gonna be in the dead end. Tank gonna find a way to pick somebody with a decent name. Probably pick Pitbull for the rematch or something like that after the Lamont fight. So you got a little shit like that. He could pick Ryan Garcia for the rematch. So he still got names that he could pick. Where Shakur, Tank don't fight you, and the guy like Zepeda, you can't get it done. You might be asked out. You say you're not fighting Keyshawn.
Because he said what Turkey lowered the offer or some shit like that.
He said he offered. He said he offered me 2 million less than what I was told.
Mm.
So
Oh, he said 2 million. That's a lot. I don't know. Hold on. That nigga said, hold on, 2 million, buzz. You ain't not 100,000, 200,000, 2 million.
and you gotta remember that's a lot because it ain't like his. Because I know his purse not nothing crazy. Like this is my whole thing. If you was getting offered 10 and they took 2 million, take the 8. If they offered you 5 or less and took 2 million, then they try and play with you. Don't take no fight. Y'all trying to play. If it's 6 million or up, I say take the 2 million less. That's just me. If it's 5 or below, then we not doing that. Because if it's 5 million, that then y'all damn near took half. If it's 4, y'all did take half. If it's 3, y'all took more than half. Like I said, if it's 6 million, I say take 4 million and go fight, go whoops and pay the ass. That's just me. If it's 7 million, go take 5 million, go kicks and pay the ass. So that's just me. If it's 6 and up, go whoop his ass for that 2 million less. If you was told 5 or below, fuck Turkey. We not you tripping. That's damn near half of the money you trying to take that you told me before.
Said nigga Turkey trying to play with the money now. Now you trying to be stingy.
Mind you, he said 2 million less than what I was told. So I would advise the fight depending on. I would have to know the exact number for me to say yes or no, take the fight. But that's the best way I could look at it. If they offered you 9 million or 10 or 8 or 7, then fuck it. Go take that 5, 6, 7 million to go whoop his ass. If they offered you 5, 4 million or 3 million, then tell him he got me fucked up. We not fighting. So it's like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I think getting paid 4 million to go beat up Zepeda, I think that's good money.
Hell yeah, and you still eating good after you do all the payouts and shit.
Yeah, like I said, if you got told 7, then whooping his ass for 5, I think it's great money. If you got told 8, whooping his ass for 6 is great money. So it just depends on what he got told. If you got told 5 and they say come cooking for 3, then no, fuck out of here. We're not doing that.
Nah, 2 million a little hit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I gotta get at least. They just were off. But if I'm him though, like I said, but to be honest, Turkey probably did that because they see the predicament. If you don't fight Tank, like you're not a money guy where your B side offer is this like a B side might make 2 million. It's like no, they damn near trying to give him that. So your B side not gonna be making that much money. Tank B sides, he could like I said, he could pull Ryan Garcia back to 140. He could tell Pitbull Cruz, I mean, this the guy who won 12 with me. Let's go make a part 2. It was a good fight. Let's go make a part 2. He could do little shit like that and still make 10 million just doing that. you're not making 10 million for real doing shit like that. So it's like honestly, if they talking 4 or 5 for Zapata, then I say take it. I want fighting for 3, but 4 or 5, I say take it.
Yeah, and for one fight, hell yeah, fuck it. Cause that's what top numbers offer from like a 3 fight deal, wasn't it? Like 3 fights, 5 million or some stupid shit like that.
It was a 5 fight, $15 million deal.
Bro, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, you better take that 5, man. Fuck it.
So, but
If it's 5.
if I'm being honest with you though, I don't think that's what it is though. I don't think. I think he got offered like 5 at first. Probably got offered 4 or 5 at first, and then I think they try and bring it down to 2, 3. That's what I think going on. Because I don't think they wouldn't even think about paying him 6 or 7 million to fight Zepeda. I don't think nobody would tell him I'm gonna give you 6, 7 million for Zepeda because he not bringing that's not even the revenue for that type of fight. But I can see them saying I'm gonna give you 4 or 5 million for Zepeda, and then them doubling back and saying I'm gonna give you now I want to do 2 or 3 million. But
Cause
I don't see them at all even saying
yeah.
a crazy number like I told him 7 because that fight was never worth 7 for one person. Maybe 7 million for the pot, but that fight was never worth 7 million for one guy. So it's like, especially for that fight, like that's not 50-50 fight or anything like that. So, but like I said, I can see them saying I'm gonna give you 4 or 5 million to punch on your career high and payday, and them trying to bring it down to like 3 million now. And he probably made 2 or 3 million before, and it's like y'all promised me a career high.
Yeah, I can definitely see some shit like that too. Shit, you know what I mean? If you told some shit, you be sit on that motherfucking number. You be like, yeah, I'm about to beat this nigga ass, but this amount.
Yeah, especially once you told me a number, that's the number
Yeah,
I'm set on. So it's like,
nigga done thought about shit. He trying to buy all types of shit.
but I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, Turkey starting to show its true colors a little bit though. The honeymoon phase starting to go away. He like, all right, I done real. He like, all right, I done wheeled y'all in now. Like I'm not sure how to roll me straight to Dimitri Bivol. That fight didn't happen because Turkey didn't want the fight happen. That's the main reason Bivol didn't mean. And he told me, remember, he also was the nigga that told me, David Benavidez to come out to the fight because you're gonna be fighting the winner.
He definitely. That was the whole thing. Them
Then,
motherfuckers.
then the words is when the fight start getting in talks is Bivol. If he know what's good for him, he gonna basically know to come back over here. Whatever crazy shit he say, know the grass is greener. He said some crazy statement, basically telling Bivol if he know what's good for him, he don't have to make that fight. So, but like I said before, it was we gonna fly David over here because he fighting the winner. That mean when I sat down with David, it's like maybe I can give you the Canelo fight, I can give you the better be the Bivol fight, but it do gotta happen my way. So that tell me that it didn't go his way when he sat down with David Benavidez. That mean you wasn't willing to abide by the way he wanted to do it. But like I said, I'll overpay you for these fights. I get you these big fights, but it gotta be in my way. It gotta be in Saudi. David with Al Heyman. That's at least how I think it went down. Because everything changed. You just said I'm gonna fly him out because he fighting the winner. Then when they get in contact to start negotiations, you make a statement like if Bivol know was good for him, basically he know not to make the fight happen. So I'm like, that mean whatever happened when you and David sat down, you know, everything wasn't peaches and cream.
That nigga Turkey. But a lot of people been saying that though. Like he just seemed a little like he just manipulated people coming on his side with that money, and now he just got people on like basically under his wing. Basically, like, just you got to basically do what he want for this money. Basically,
Yeah, you could tell because cause like I said, we're not in the rooms, but we know what you do put out. We know that you did put out that we're gonna fly David to come. We invited David because he gonna fight the winner. And then we also know that like a month later, when it happened, when it started negotiations, he put out a statement that Bivol know was good for him. He know not to make the fight happen. Basically, he know who pay him the money. So that mean, like I said, we wasn't there, but we at least smart enough to know that if you go from that statement to this statement, obviously when you sat down with David, not saying shit ended bad, but it ended all, but it didn't plan out how you intended. At least we at least know that because you went from this to that. You went from David, come out here, you fighting the winner. We'd love to make a big fight. We want David versus Canelo. We want this versus that. To y'all better not fight David if you know what's good for you. I mean, or we sat down with David, everything wasn't all peaches and cream.
I don't know. Yeah, ain't nigga David when he came out, that nigga talking about I don't know, maybe basically he just said people didn't take the fight, basically. Some shit.
Yeah, now he gotta go punch on Colin Smith. He gotta go punch on Colin Smith. And what boosted the Stanionis is how I think not the David and Bivol fighter look, but it's a fight between fundamentals where it's like, yeah, they do a lot of shit wrong. They give up a lot of shit. They do a lot of flashy shit. They give you a lot of chances, but it's like it's still good luck trying to beat them because they got so much shit that make up for all that. And it's like they probably gonna fight guys that's more fundamental, more textbook, more throw their shit right. But it's like still gonna be hard to beat them guys because they just so versatile offensively. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bivol he giving his high guard to David. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about because he gave it to Better Beef. He gonna give the high guard up. You're not giving David no high guard. I don't care how good
He
you
come at
is.
high end, he
You're
come at
not giving
out.
nobody no. You can't give David the high guard. For one, and the punch selection gonna be way different than the Better Beef. That shit coming down low and up top crazy and way faster. And he a better counter puncher. He punching in between your shit. So it's like I said, they do little shit like they keep their chin in the air. They probably take more risks than they have to, little shit like that. But good luck trying to beat them niggas still.
No, I definitely got David. But I don't know. My nigga business say he coming in that Russian style, man, in and out on his ass.
Listen, you see that Joe that I posted
Boy,
with Bivol got interviewed after David. You know, like I said, I bet David already know what's up. He know he gonna get the punch it on him. Cause this what I will say. He is obviously sparring and sparring, but even the sparrings that became famous, everybody became something. So not saying that they would beat them in the ring, but I still take a lot from sparring. Like for example, we all heard what Brian Norman did with Bud. We didn't see it, but we heard it. And then obviously when we tuned in to watch on TV, we was like, you mean it's not what we from what I heard is not as good. But then the nigga upset somebody, then become world champion. Then it's like that don't mean he would be Bud, but this the nigga that they said had a good run with Bud and he became world champion. We look at Errol Spence, how he first got on the scene. He had a crazy sparring with Floyd. Will he be Floyd in a real fight? Fuck no. But did he become a damn near Hall of Famer? Yes. Same with Bud and Carlos Adames. He sparred Carlos Adames in New York like 12 years ago. Gave him some good work. Will we pick him to beat him in the ring? No. But did Carlos Adames become a world champion? Yes. So it's like, yeah, people could say it don't mean something in terms of that don't mean he would beat him in the ring, but it means something in terms of these motherfuckers obviously something. All these stories, they all panned out. All these niggas became world champions. So it's like the stories mean something because they became who they are as we know them today. So it's like obviously they must have really been doing their thing in there. Even like I said, a Brian Norman in the Bud, he a world champion now. Look good his last two fights. Clearly he must have been doing his thing. Do that mean he'll beat Bud? No. Do that make the story way more believable now? Absolutely. So it don't mean everything, but it definitely means something.
nah, shit, yeah. I'm about to say, if you can't fight, you still, I mean, you gonna get beat up in sparring too if you don't know what the fuck you doing in that pitch.
Yeah, like I said, it all pan all them sparring stories panned out. like I said, I wouldn't pick Spence to beat Floyd. I wouldn't put Carlos to beat Bud. Brian Norman to beat Bud. But who the other sponsor I said?
David.
And David. Like I said, that don't mean they would beat him in the ring, but them niggas clearly all panned out. They all world champions right now. David, Brian Norman, Carlos Adames, and Earl Spence. They all panned out. So clearly they was them stories ain't just stories. They was probably giving them guys that work for real. On that specific day that the stories was in me that people talk about.
Everybody be having their good days though. Niggas gonna get some bad days in that bitch.
Even Emiliano got one when he was beefing with. I remember him and Shakur. Shakur got mad because he posted a little clip, and we gonna be real. He gonna be world champion one day. So it's like, do that mean he gonna be Shakur one day? Would I pick him to be Shakur? No. But is that motherfucker gonna be world champion? Is he lights out when you watch him on TV? Yes. So it's like the sparring shit means something. When they be like, yo, I did my thing against him, that might not mean you'll beat him in a real fight, but that probably do mean you the truth. Because even on a bad day, in my head, I would think it's still hard to get off Bud Crawford on a bad day. It's still hard to get off on Floyd on a bad day. It's still hard to get off on Shakur on a bad day. At least in my head, that's what I would assume. Because how good I see him.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta know how to fight, regardless. Even if niggas
That's
ain't.
what I would think. Even on a fucked up day, I would assume if you got off, you still got to be the truth. At least, to my opinion. So it's like, that's all I'm saying. Even if Bivol had his worst day, you probably still got to be the truth to punch on him on his worst day ever. You probably still got to be nice as shit. It's probably niggas on their best day that probably still get their ass whooped on Bud Crawford worst day because he had good, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, if you was able to get off on him, even if it was on a bad day, it's like, his bad day still better than 70% of fighters of everybody.
Still working on niggas, big niggas too. That nigga Bud be sparring big ass niggas.
So yeah, I say he got a good sparring partner. I will say that.
But
I hope he in camp though. Like I hope that's not just let's get some rounds, Lester. You know what I mean? Let's get 6 rounds. I hope like no, Lester, we doing this whole camp together type shit. Like that's what he got be on. I hope that like Lester in the camp with him and you getting every round with him. Cause that's a good style, man. I like that style. He come with a high guard. He was doing it a little bit, tiny bit on his back foot and his front foot. Where Canelo he doing on his front foot, but that's a guy who got real power. Throw like 40 punches around. He a good counter puncher. But
Lester, oh yeah, that was my first time kind of seeing him for real in action. Lester sweet for real.
so like I said, I hope that's not a joint where let's get 6 rounds in the seat. Let me spar big niggas here and there. No, you need to tell Lester, listen, youngin, you gonna do this whole camp with me.
I don't know why he was. I don't know why he was for anybody under 168.
Yeah, I'm telling, like I said, bro, I'm telling him we doing this whole camp together. I need you with me. Are we not doing just little rounds here and there? Every time we doing this whole camp with me, you need to. That's some good work to get ready for Canelo. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good style matchup too to get ready for Canelo too.
And you can probably get some decent dudes in there too. I mean, obviously, you don't want to kill yourself in that bitch, but you probably get some decent names in there because you have to fight the niggas down the line.
Yeah, no, that's
Decent names.
bad. Especially because you gotta get some twitchy guys. That's the thing too. They can't just be big because Canelo, he not your average. He really not a big nigga for real. He big like from here, but he still got small nigga ways. Like that shit still twitchy. That shit still got a lot of speed on it. Like the speed and twitchiness the other big niggas got, they don't really got what Canelo got. So it's like, not only do you got fine big niggas, you got fine big niggas with that twitch on them. They got that speed on them for real. Cause Canelo just not a big strong motherfucker. He a big strong skilled fast motherfucker. So it's like you gotta find a big nigga that can hit hard, and he gotta have that twitchiness with him too. That's why I think Luster good because he got that twitchiness, but you gotta find other guys that, like I said, they big and they got that speed on them. Because Canelo not just gonna be. I don't think he gonna be faster than as faster than Canelo than he think. I think he gonna be faster than him, but I don't think he gonna be faster than he really think. But yeah, definitely try to see what's up. Try to get some guys in. Shit, even another guy who pretty decent. I don't know what he doing. Brian Castano pretty decent. He come to you with a high guard.
Man, that nigga MIA.
Uh, he got the speed that at least might get you. I mean, but
I
like I
don't think
said, you gotta find somebody who gonna hawk you down with a high guard. And like I said, got head movement. Cause that's the only reason Canelo get away with the high guard. Cause he's sweet from here with it. You know what I mean? Virgil and Stanionis, they ain't got all that head movement and all that shit on the inside like Canelo got. They familiar with it. So it's like that's what Canelo got that keep him safe on the high guard. He got nice upper body head movement. Upper body movement, period.
it's kind of, I'm excited for that shit, man. I'm ready for them to go ahead and announce that shit official.
We're gonna see what's up with that John though.
They never go ahead and announce that, dude.